Hey friends, welcome to day 2 of our Coaching with the Positive Vibe Tribe sneak peek. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys last night, but hashtag real life happened and I was tired. So I'm popping on here after I just got my workout in. And if you follow me on social media, you know that I'm all about progress over perfection. And so I really want to talk about that today because I know for me, that was a big thing that stood in the way of me saying yes to coaching. I had so much fear, and I'm going to kind of talk about some of those. So if there's something that you're really chewing on, I would love it. Hey, I would love it if you drop that, like why you think, what you're scared of, and we'll just kind of talk about it, whatever. Because if you're like me, well, I probably had it too, and I'm happy just to chat it through with you. But again, this is your own journey. I'm not here to convince you or drag you kicking or screaming. I just know how much this has totally transformed my whole life, and I want to pay that forward. And honestly, I want to find my business builders. I want to find the women who want more from life, who want complete freedom, whatever that looks like for them, and are willing to like hustle with heart, because this isn't selling. This is not selling at all, okay? So that was like one of my big fears, and I kind of touched on that yesterday. I thought I was gonna have to be a salesperson. I thought I was gonna have to hit up all my friends, and it could be done that way, but that's not the way that we approach it. Beachbody, which is the company that we have partnered up with, we're not pimps for Beachbody. I see other people on social media, I see other MLMs, and it's all about the product. It's all about just like pushing. And that's not, I've never wanted to be that way. And I think that we don't do it that way because we are working on our journey first and foremost. And then when you have success, when you naturally like something, well, obviously people are going to see a difference and it's easier to talk about. So first and foremost, as a coach, you're working on your own journey, and there's different levels of coaching. So it's not like if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go all in. You don't have to. Like, you can just hang out with a 25% discount on your unicorn juice. Like, you can just take that accountability piece to the next layer, but I want you to know what's possible. I want you to have an idea. Like, I just want you to know what's possible, because it's mind-blowing really when you see the people who have just stepped into their power and their uniqueness, and they share from their heart, and they're unattached to the outcome, and they're not selling. They're just truly, genuinely sharing their life. It makes a huge difference. Even if people don't buy anything from you, even if people don't join your group, like, you are influencing people every day. The big buzzword right now is social media influencer. And it's true. Like, we influence people whether we mean to or not. And so my philosophy is, why not find your power in your struggle, in the mess? Like, yeah, I'm not going to highlight my mess, but my life isn't perfect, and my fitness journey isn't either. And I just finished, I'm on my second round of Transform 20, which is a 20-minute workout. And that program routinely takes me like 30 minutes to get through. Like, I hit pause, I modify, I drop out of a move because it's freaking hard, but then I jump back in, because this is all about me working on my own journey and leaning into the hard and discovering my power. And it's just such a freaking blessing. So anyways, let's talk about fears. So some of my major fears was the selling thing, which we don't sell, we share. Some people sell, but that's not how I will teach you to do it. You will get a guide. I will mentor you one-on-one. It's not like all of a sudden you order something and then you're thrown to the wolves. If you're willing to plug in, I have it all laid out for you. I'm not your mom. I can't make you do it, but we have a series of coach pods that you can go through. A pod is just like a little group, and it's super fast. It's not tons of information, because I know sometimes it feels so overwhelming and you just need bite-sized pieces. So we lay the trail out. Beachbody sends you a welcome email with like this massive amount of stuff. Like, what do you do your first 30 minutes, your first 30 days? Like, what do you do? It's all laid out for you. There's no guessing. So I've had people say, well, I don't know how to grow a business. Well, I don't either. Like, I don't have a degree in business. I don't have a college education, but I'm a successful mofo because I believe in this and I believe in my vision, and I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to be real and authentic and consistent and share it with other people. I'm willing to get uncomfortable. So if you're not willing to do those things, this might not be the time or the place. This may not be the right fit for you. If you're willing to fail forward, if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to plug in, this is amazing. And it won't just affect your business journey. It will affect all areas of your life. So I didn't want to sell. We don't sell. We lay it all out there for you. We work with people. We build relationships. This is a very heart-based business. Again, you don't have to be like Susie Sunshine and love people. I'm an introvert. I love this business because I have a buffer. I can turn my phone on, I can turn it off, I can unplug, I can withdraw. For me, this really, really serves me because working with the public can be so hard and exhausting, and this is very much on my own terms. And the people who don't vibe with me, well, I'm not going to work with them. They're not going to want to work with me. So there we go, problem solved. Get off my bus. So some of my other concerns were, like I don't have at the time I started my business, I didn't have a ton of friends on my social media. I was not a social media expert. I still don't consider myself a social media expert, but I'm always learning and taking advantage of trainings that we have and stuff like that. So you don't have to be a social media expert. You don't need to be an excellent salesperson. If you're an excellent salesperson, this isn't for you. You should go sell cars or condos or real estate. This business is about heart. It's about you sharing your real and just being willing to work on yourself, man, to peel your own onion. Fitness expert. Oh, we get this one a lot. I love it. So, have you seen me? Yeah, I look good with some clothes on, but like I've had 3 babies. I have some more wounds. I'm not here for the supermodel, bathing suit, perfect body. That just isn't my goal. I want to live with balance. I want to have the whiskey. I want to enjoy the champagne. I'm going to have the freaking nachos. And so I'm going to work on my journey every single day, but I'm not here for perfection. And I'm not looking for women who are. So if that means you have 100 pounds to lose, or you have 5 or 10 or 25, like whatever your goal. Oh yeah, good. I'm so glad Ada's watching. Whatever your goal, wherever you're at in your fitness journey, there's no right or wrong way. I think I feel very strongly that if you're just beginning your journey, or you have a lot of weight to lose, or you're postpartum or whatever, that is so much power. That is so freaking cool that you get to take people on the journey, because people want to watch. People have a hard time believing in themselves. And so it's really cool when you can take them along and inspire them to show up to their journey by you, by you being imperfect, by you not having the perfect body, by you not having the 100% nutrition. Like, you being authentic and real is awesome. And it's going to inspire people way more than the millionaire in her glass castle with the freaking, weird body that's all perfect. And no, that'll speak to those people, but those aren't my people. And they're probably not your people either. So I say the more imperfect you are, the earlier you are in your fitness journey. You never need to wait until you are credible. You never need to wait until you have this massive transformation to inspire people. If you inspire one person, if you change one freaking life, that's worth it. And there are people in all of our lives that need help. Like the obesity epidemic. I mean, it's an epidemic. That was totally redundant, but I'm doing some training, some nutritional training, and they were talking about how 70% of adults in America and 30% of children are clinically obese. And it's just because, our culture is faster and there's just been such a shift. It is a epidemic. And this is a cool opportunity to not only work on your own journey, but to help other people. So I don't care if you have 100 pounds to lose, if you have 5 pounds to lose. Maybe you've been doing these programs for years and you've been like, I'm not interested in coaching. I don't want to sell. I'm not interested. That was me. I wasn't interested because I had fear. I didn't think I could do it. I thought it would be too hard. I thought it would take too much time, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And this is what gives me life. We've moved to Montana, and life over the last several months has been really hard and really draining. And there's just been a lot of challenges, but like this gives me life. This makes me so happy. Like, I'm excited to connect with my ladies in my tribe. I love showing up for them and seeing how they're doing on their journeys. It's not a job. Like, this is a mission, and I love it. And so if any of that just like tugs on your heartstrings, like, you really, really should just try it and see how it works for you. It's not a one size fits all. It's very, very much your own thing. Again, we choose to partner with Beachbody, but we are not Beachbody pimps, okay? You were like an independent contractor. You're gonna create your own thing. And maybe for you, that's gonna be like, maybe you're in law enforcement, and so you're gonna spin it that way, and you're gonna help those people. Maybe you're a new mom. Well, you can make it whatever. Maybe your focus is on faith. Maybe your focus is on mindset. Maybe you've struggled with depression and suicide and stuff like that. You can make this a mission. You can make this something that just like transforms the lives of so many people. There is literally no limit, you guys. It's freaking amazing. Okay, so introverted, I kind of talked about that. I love it because it's on my phone and I can turn it off, I can turn it off, I can plug in when I want to, and it's just kind of bite-sized clips. And yeah, some people might misuse it. Some people might only share their highlight reel, but I'm encouraging you to be messy and to be imperfect and to be a work in progress, because that's what resonates with people. And we'll show you, we'll teach you what to do. It's not like you have to figure it out on your own. Not knowing enough people. So I moved from Yuma, and the town I'm in now has less than 1,100 people. We have one blinking stoplight, and yeah, I mean, it's a super small town, but my business here is thriving more than it was when I was in a bigger city, because it's all social media, you guys. Like you meet people all across the world, all across the country. It's you reconnecting with people. And again, we'll teach you how to do that. We will lay out the blueprint. So don't use that as your crux. I don't know enough people. If you don't know enough people, well, this is the best opportunity to meet people and not to hunt them. That's not what we do, but to share your journey and to find other like-minded people. Like Carolyn and I, we randomly met in a Finding Joy group years ago, and now she's one of my favorite people. And we've vacationed together and we've traveled together, and like she's just one of those people that's in my corner, and I can't imagine doing life without her or Eleanor, and both of them are in Canada. Like I've gone to Canada twice in my entire 40 years. So you guys, it's so freaking cool. I have more Canadians too as I'm thinking about it. Kathy and Alyssa. Oh, I love my Canadians. Anyway, so the time piece, yeah. Time is tricky. I think a lot of us struggle with time management. So again, there's different levels of coaching. There's different amounts of time that you can invest in this, but I'm a huge believer in the fact that your time, you have to schedule your time. You have to figure out, this is when I'm going to work out, and this is what I'm going to dedicate to my business. If you want to make, if you want to make crazy amounts of money, again, there's a disclaimer that Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of income, but if you're willing to do the work and share authentically and from a place of heart and hustle and just like, this is my vision and the right people are going to hear my message, if you're willing to do that, you literally, there are no freaking limits. I can't even tell you how many millionaires there are in Team Beachbody, because those are the people that lead with heart. Those are the people that lead with authenticity, and they're vulnerable and they're consistent and they show up and they just share their real. That's gonna be me. I've already told my husband, like that was when I came into this business. It took me forever. And I was like, I don't know how long it will take me. Honestly, I don't know the road. I don't know the way, but I know that this is an amazing opportunity, and I'm gonna ride it into the sunset, homie. So anyway, and then you got to attract your people, right? You have to build a business. But again, it's not like we just throw you to the wolves, like figure it out. There's a map to follow. Success leaves clues. So again, time, break it into pockets. I do that a lot, especially when my kids are home, because it's so hard just to like dedicate time. But you think about how much time we do have that we fritter away, that we're on social media or we're watching TV or we're just kind of like, wasting at Target. I mean, we all have those pockets of time, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Like it all freaking adds up. This is not hours and hours and hours of your day. Honestly, I work this business several hours a day because I genuinely love it, and I'm at a place where I want to take it to the next level. I want to be one of the top coaches, and so that's what I'm striving on. That's where I'm trying to help more people, because that's my heart right now. But your journey doesn't have to look like mine. If you wanted to, that's amazing, and I'm high-fiving you. But if you just want a little bit of extra freedom, if you just want to pay for the groceries or put gas in your gas tank, or you want to get your shakes paid for, that's perfectly doable as well. This last week was one of my bigger paychecks, which was awesome because I am getting more and more vulnerable, and I'm leading with more like heart and kind of just like, I just don't care anymore. Like if you don't want this, well, that's cool. I'm not going to force you to, but I know that I've been too selfish and too fearful for too long. That's a lot of twos. And I'm just ready to get out of my own way. It's exhausting to be in your own way, you guys. Like you just overthink everything and you spend so much time like shoulding and what if I, and instead of just taking action. So I'm encouraging you to take action today. And if you are a coach, show up and be you and wave your little freak flag. And if you've been toying with it and you're kind of on the fence, like what do you have to lose? You literally have nothing to lose. Those were some of my fears. If you have a fear, if there's something you're worried about, drop a comment or message me or your coach and we can talk it through, because if you have that fear, someone else has that fear. But those were my fears: not having a perfect body, not knowing enough people, being an introvert, not wanting to spend hours and hours and not wanting to be salesy. We don't do that in the Positive Vibe Tribe. We lead with heart, my friends. So what else did I want to talk to you about? I'm going to come back in here later. Oh, I know. So pyramid scheme, that's a big one. A lot of people are like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Okay, so here's the deal. This is multi-level marketing. And if you've done any research on multi-level marketing, there's a couple ways to make income, okay? So we make income by selling things, by helping people with superfoods and unicorn juice and like on-demand subscriptions, which is how I stream my workouts. You make a commission doing that. But you also make serious money as you grow a team, just like any multi-level marketing. But the cool thing about our company, about our business, is you don't have to invest tons of money. It's like $160 to $180, maybe $245 to get started. And that's you getting your tools. That is not you stocking any inventory or having to like have a certain amount of stuff on hand. We don't do that. We pay a monthly business fee to Beachbody. That's $16. It's waived if you're military or active duty military or a veteran. And they take care of all that. They take care of the customer service. They take care of the returns. They take care of the shipping stuff. All we do is put our own spin on it. All we do is run virtual groups that are focused around whatever matters to us, whatever is important to you, because your people are going to need exactly that. So it's not like, other startups where you have to buy like $2,000 worth of leggings or whatever. We don't do that. You only purchase what you are going to use. So this is not a pyramid scheme. If this was a pyramid scheme, people would be giving you money and they would be getting nothing in return. You would be giving Beachbody money and you would be getting nothing in return. You always get something for your money. It is not a pyramid scheme. So even though you're building a team and it looks like a triangle, it's not a pyramid, I promise you. And the thing I love the most about it, we're Team Beachbody. And we're a team, right? So I could be just like hanging out here and I could be building my team. I could be adding people. But then if I sit back down the road and I'm like, I've built my team, y'all work for me, I'm not going to make any income unless I'm still adding, unless I'm still building, unless I'm still helping. So we all work together, okay? Your teammates are going to help you and you're going to help them. And if you're kind of like a lone wolf and you're like, whoa, I'm not into that. Well, that's cool too. But I'm just letting you know, if that's one of your fears, that is some kind of pyramid scheme, it's some kind of scam, they're going to take your money. No, you can actually order your Beachbody stuff. And if you don't like it, you can return it and get your money back. There's no contract. There's no minimum order. Like, this is you literally working on your own journey. If you want to grow a team, if you want to help more people, that's cool. And you will be rewarded financially and emotionally because you're helping other people and you're working on your own journey, my friends. So it's not an MLM. What else did I have written down? You only purchase what you use. You don't have to be a fitness expert. I'm just looking through my notes here. Yeah. So those, my friends, like those are all of my fears. If you have a fear, if there's something you want to chat about, let me know. I'm going to hop on later and I'm going to talk more about money because that's usually like people are like, oh, money. And then we're also going to talk more later, probably tomorrow, about what you can expect when you join us. And I love this. I really love it. And I'm so grateful for it. And I'm so freaking glad that I finally got out of my own way and said yes. So if you've said yes and you're kind of in this holding pattern, you're kind of unsure where to start, I'm telling you, it's normal. We're all there. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but you start by starting. Just like your fitness journey, just like anything, you have to just start by starting. And nobody's ever an expert, and you get better and you build more confidence the more you do it. Just like if you're just here for fitness, like if you're just here, you're peeping Tom, you're like, I'm just curious what she has to say. If you're starting your fitness journey and you're not being consistent, if you're not going all in with your journey, I'm not telling you you have to be perfect, but you have to invest heart and you have to show up and you have to be willing to trust the process. You have to be willing to be here a month and in 6 months and a year from now to really see the benefits. It's the same thing with your fitness and your business journey. So I love it. I'm grateful for it. It's completely transformed my whole freaking life and the lives of so many people I know. And it's just wrong to not share that with those of you who are interested. So again, drop a comment if there's something specific you want me to talk about or go into. Otherwise, you can watch yesterday's video. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll be back later.